back to my channel, dear Adeline. If you're new, please subscribe. If you're not, well, welcome back. Thank you for watching another video. Today I'm going to talk about my 17 and pregnant story, how I found out, my boyfriend's reaction, my reaction, my mom's reaction, etc. I did film this once already, but I didn't like it. Like, the more I edited it, the more I really just didn't like it. So we're just going to refilm really fast. I do have to take my daughter to a doctor's appointment in literally like half an hour, so we're gonna make this sweet and quick and get it done. So it was March 21st I found out I was pregnant. Previously 3 weeks, 4 weeks ish, I was feeling really nauseous, constantly throwing up, constantly sick, constantly like grumpy, etc. The normal pregnancy symptoms, like my boobs started hurting, I missed my period, like it was all the symptoms. Like I knew I was pretty much pregnant. Like, I put it to the side. Like, I really didn't think about it. I didn't think it was possible for me to be pregnant, but then the closer and closer I got and the more I missed my period, like, I was pregnant. Like, I knew it. So when I bought a pregnancy test, I tested, and at this time I was texting my boyfriend, and I already was texting my best friend at the time. So, and she's already telling me, like, you need to test, like, you're pregnant, because, you know, she already knows, she's my best friend. So I test and it comes out positive within like 10 seconds. Like, literally that shit was positive, okay? But at this time I also texted Darian like, hey, this shit came out positive. Like, I sent him a picture. I sent my boyfriend a picture of the pregnancy test saying positive with a big old, you know, positive sign on it. And I tell him like, hey, I'm pregnant. And I'm pretty sure like his reaction for me over text from what I got was just very shell-shocked. Like, he didn't really believe it. I think he thought I was pranking him or something, honestly. But after we texted, he kind of just went and hung out with his friend. I went to bed, and etc. Like, we kind of just went our own ways after that. Actually, after me finding out I was pregnant, I didn't really have a reaction. I kind of already knew, so my reaction was like, okay, like, great, now I gotta go tell everybody. Like, I already knew. So I go over to my friend's, and she lives in the same apartment building as me, so it was just down literally like the pathway. And this entire time, me texting my boyfriend and everything, my mom's in the kitchen. Like, she's like doesn't even know. Like, she's in the kitchen sitting on the couch watching TV. Like, she's doing her thing, and I walk past her saying, hey, I'm gonna go to Alyssa's house, I'll be back. And she just doesn't even think much about it because I go over there all the time. So she was just like, okay, like, whatever. So I go over there, and her first things is, you know, say congrats, like, what are you gonna do? Did you tell Darian? And etc. So I automatically say, you know, thank you. Yes, I told him. His reaction was, you know, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Like, you know, like, we'll figure it out. Like, it was late already. And he was with a friend, and I was obviously with my friend, so we just kind of let it be for the night. And then the next morning I text him, and this is after obviously I go home and stuff from my friend's house. I text him and I ask him like, what are we gonna do? And I'd already want to keep it, like, that's my thing, like, automatically. His reaction for it was kind of just like, I don't think he still believed it. Like, I don't know, like, I would have to film his reaction and ask him, that's his reaction. But for me personally, through the text messages, he just still wasn't sure. He just was doing his own thing, like, he just wasn't sure. So the next big thing after, like, really telling everybody, and obviously in that whole process, like, my little sister found out, my dad found out, their reactions were great. Like, nothing really happened with their reactions. We went out to dinner and celebrated, but that was really their reactions. Like, they were just like, oh, okay, Destiny's pregnant. Like, they didn't really say much. My dad, I think, was a little bit disappointed in one hand, probably mad in one hand, just being that father instincts and everything. But I think overall he was fine. I mean, it was what it was. Like, you couldn't change what happened. So the only thing we were waiting on was the doctor's appointment. I set up a doctor's appointment like 2 weeks after finding out. So I found out March 21st. So it was April 7th, my first doctor's appointment. So at this doctor's appointment, they do the ultrasound. So this ultrasound scares the crap out of me, okay, guys? Like, I have no idea what's gonna happen. I have no idea what they're gonna do. I have no idea. So during the ultrasound, they obviously don't use the one ultrasound tool for your stomach. They do the one that goes up your, and let me tell you, that's so awkward. Like, it's such an awkward thing. And I had such an awkward, like, doctor, too. Like, I don't understand what made her so awkward, but she was so awkward to me. So she's obviously doing that, and finally gets in the position and shows me, like, this is your baby. So I'll put an ultrasound here. But, this is, my baby, and I'm just, like, in shock. Like, I don't really know what I'm thinking. I'm not really thinking or feeling anything. I'm just, like, in shock. Just still processing the whole thing. And my mom and my little sister are there, and my mom starts crying. Like, she already knows. Like, she knows exactly what's going on. So she's, like, crying already. My sister's just, like, okay, like, I don't know. Whatever. I think it kind of, like, uninterested her a little bit in one hand, because I don't think she really understood what's going on. But then the doctor played her heartbeat sound, and that's when I started almost crying. And if anybody was wondering where Darian was, he was at home, like, doing homework or something at this point. Like, he just couldn't make it to the first doctor's appointment, and to me personally, it didn't matter. Like, it was what it was. There was going to be multiple doctor's appointments, so I wasn't really worried about it, to be honest. But anyway, so she played her heartbeat, and it was over 150, so I already knew from a bunch of YouTube videos that a lot of the time, not every single time, but a lot of the time, if the heartbeat's over 150, it's a girl. So from the beginning, I already had a feeling it was a girl. After the doctor's appointment, we went to McDonald's. My doctor actually didn't want me to eat any fast food, didn't want me to eat any junk food, etc. But your girl did. Like, I went to McDonald's and had a big old Big Mac afterwards. I was so hungry at this ultrasound that took forever, it felt like. Honestly, I really don't know how long it took, but like, it felt like it took forever. So I was starving at this point. I think we got out of there at like 2 o'clock or something in the afternoon, but I was so hungry. So we went and ate a Big Mac. But after that ultrasound, I didn't really have another ultrasound for like a while, honestly. So in between having that ultrasound and then having my baby shower, which would be like a next big 17 and pregnant thing for me, would be my graduation. At my graduation, I graduated at 14 weeks pregnant at my graduation. At this point, all I could say is I worked my butt off to graduate. I wasn't supposed to graduate on time. I actually fell very behind due to the fact I was so sick during my pregnancy that I missed so much school. I wasn't supposed to graduate on time, but I ended up actually kicking butt and graduating on time, like fully on time, fully on top of my class, everything. So that was really good. But I was 14 weeks pregnant. I don't think anybody at school really realized I was pregnant. I don't think anybody really cared, to be honest. Like, we all kind of just did what we had to do and like went home. Like, nobody really, we just had our own group of friends at the school. It was a very small school, so I don't think anybody really cared. But I had a lot of my teachers obviously knew because I was constantly always sick, so they obviously, like, at this point, it got so bad at this point, I would just get up in the middle of class and literally just go throw up, and they wouldn't even say anything. Like, the office people wouldn't say anything. Like, no one said anything. So they obviously knew I was pregnant. But as far as like the classmates, I guess, there was only a handful of people that knew, like my close friends. That was about it. And I remember a few of my friends not even knowing I was pregnant still, like, no idea. I kept it very on the down low until she arrived. Like, I don't think a lot of people realized I even had a kid until she was like 2 months old. But anyways, after graduation at 14 weeks pregnant, I had my baby shower at 29 weeks pregnant, September 30th. My older sister threw that one. That was a gorgeous baby shower. I wouldn't change anything different about it. Like, she definitely did not have to throw me that baby shower at all. Like, anybody didn't have to throw me a baby shower, but she really didn't have to throw me a baby shower. She lives in Modesto, California, like a long freaking far away, and she took and packed everything in a truck and drove it down here. Like, she worked her butt off for my baby shower. Even made the food and decorations. A few of the decorations I think she bought, but I know she made a lot of them or put it all together or whatever. But yeah, she worked her butt off and spent a lot of money on my baby shower. Like, it was crazy. I'll definitely insert pictures because it was beautiful. It was absolutely gorgeous. I definitely know I wasn't as grateful at the time for some reason. I don't really know why, because I was like, but I know I didn't come as grateful at the time. But I was very grateful for that baby shower. Like, oh man, I got so much crap alone. Like, she bought me so much crap on top of my baby shower, guys. Like, so much crap. But that was the first baby shower. So my second baby shower was in October. I was 32 weeks, 36 weeks, something like that. It was 30 something weeks in October. The end of October, October 21st to be exact, was my second baby shower, and that was Darian's family throwing it. That was so pretty too. It was so gorgeous. I had my best friend Daniela there. I had his Nina, his family, his grandma's, his mom, obviously, my mom. Everyone was there at that baby shower too. It was super gorgeous, super fun, super helpful. There was a lot of stuff I got at that baby shower too that was used constantly and to this day still use. So very thankful for that baby shower. But other than that, I went into labor like only a few weeks after my baby shower. I mean, I had that baby shower October 21st and I had her November 12th. So only like 3 weeks apart or something. So if you guys want to watch my labor and delivery story, I'm going to film that separate and make that a whole nother video, because I feel like that day was just so crazy that just needs its own like video, to be honest, because I was in labor for a long time before I had her and everything. So I think I'm gonna make that its own video. But I guess for my like finding out I was pregnant, telling my boyfriend, telling my mom, telling my best friend, his family's reaction I was not there for, but they love this little girl more than life itself. Like, more than supportive, more than helpful, more than any like thing possible than they need to do. But I think that's pretty much my whole like 17 and pregnant story. I mean, I was pregnant from like the end of January. I was 5 weeks pregnant when I found out. I don't think I added that. I was 5 weeks pregnant already when I found out, and 7 weeks pregnant at the ultrasound. So yeah, I was pregnant from the beginning of 2017 to literally the end of 2017. The whole summer, it was hot Arizona. Like, it was so freaking hot. I hate being pregnant during the summer. I don't know how people do it. I wanted to literally just stay at home all day. It was terrible. But anyways, if you guys liked this video, give it a big old thumbs up and leave your comments below for any future videos you guys would like to see. I will literally like do anything. Just like leave it below and I will definitely read it. Definitely share this video with your friends or on your social media. And talking about social media, you guys should follow us. I'll definitely link it all right here in the description box. But that would be all for this video. Thank you for watching, guys.